it's going to be such an open environment and that all these things are going to be happening, but like I feel like unsafe walking around this campus with people like you. And on top of that, we've been told growing up our entire lives that in order to make change in the world that we have to start with ourselves, and we can't even get our small community UCI together to make changes across the country. And having someone that pollutes that and helping us grow and become people above, it doesn't help us become better people. It just adds on to the arrogance and the bigotry that you're causing. And I just honestly, amongst all these things and everyone trying to impeach people and all this stuff, I just want a simple apology. Like, I just want you to admit that what you did was a little screwed up. And I don't even care if you think that it's your opinion. At the end of the day, everyone's entitled to opinion, but there's a certain level of respect that you should carry to people. You may say certain things, but the way that you act upon those certain things is what screws up our country, what makes the Donald Trumps of the world, what screws over Palestine and Israel, what screws over Mexicans and blacks here. There's so many things that you're doing just to UCI. And like, if I see you grow up and like one day be on like governor or something, I will literally probably not even lie, spit on your grave. That's all I have to say.
Hello everyone, I'm Kalita Sidney. I was a former legislative council member for 2 years. As the humanities rep like Miguel here, I like to kind of like move away from this whole idea about free speech and freedom of speech and get to the point of the matter is that students are walking around this campus feeling unsafe. Get to the part of the matter that this type of rhetoric does lead to death. And when people say that like political correctness is used to like hide things, like that comment is just horrible, by the way, really horrible. That's because they don't have the language to talk about these issues, which is why they thought it was better fit to not talk about them at all. Yes, that's an important issue to discuss, but they didn't have the language. So right here, a lot of students are coming to you about the importance of language and how language can lead to death, and that you need to take that seriously. Just last week, this group hosted a vigil for 3 brothers who were lost to violence, senseless violence, by your Islamophobic comments like that, and an investigation on their livelihoods that lead to their death isn't even going to be like started, or isn't even going to be like, how do you call it, like, I guess put into question. So stuff like that can actually lead to death. So when you're actually like, I don't know if, this leads to like, like death or anything, it's true. It's true. That's what all these visuals are for on our campus. The Santa Barbara visual. The Black Lives Matter visual. Tamar White's visual. That's the type of stuff that we're talking about. So your language does matter. Someone in this very room is wearing a shirt that says language is powerful. Started here by the, like ASUCI. I think y'all should reboot that, by the way. But that's all I have to say.
Bang, bang.
I know I already spoke, but I feel like we're getting back to square one with where we started. And thank you so much, Kalita, for what you just said. That was really great. I just wanted to say that I don't want an apology from you. What I want to see, if you do feel bad a little bit, is for you to just leave Ledge Council and take responsibility for your actions. As Kalita has mentioned, there are very violent repercussions to just the words that you say. Nothing exists in a vacuum. Just because you say it's a joke doesn't make it a joke. And the other day, the reason why we're really passionate is because this entire year and this past year before that, we've been constantly dealing with just mourning the loss of people from our own community, people that we know personally. So you can't really say that it's a joke. These are issues that we are constantly mourning. And last week we had a vigil for a Muslim brother who died, 3 Muslim brothers who died. And your actions speak louder than your words. You can say that it's a joke, but you don't actually say anything that is constructive for these causes, and you don't show up to any of the events that are for these issues. So I think the most effective thing for you to do at this point is to leave Ledge Council.
After hearing all the comments that have been said, I think it is in order that I formally do apologize for this post that I made on this event page. Whilst I still maintain that this was simply a lighthearted attempt at a joke and